description area, you can see a link to one of my newest videos I reacted to. You know, when other people have nothing better and nothing greater to does and do, lie on the internet, lie, they are afraid of me, and as they try and hide the world and a later instance themselves did instead. It's quite frightening. And what is happening, I really do like, and I'm sure other people too, especially since she's allegedly self-employed, like having the truth on the internet, at least, that, she's lying about her location, and there's lies about us, and all the false allegations, all about us, all about us. And yeah, it's an awful thing. And there's videos and everything that she knew us when she was younger, and then she was bad, not lawful, not legal, not saying comfortable, not employable, as I mentioned. And she mentioned, and as she should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not to add on and out from and us, all names, all names, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and any and all new, all names, all names, Bellis, all doors and windows and all elsewhere. And any and all times she did, she should, can, could, may, must, and need judiciary punished. It's just because somebody allegedly knew somebody years ago, or however long ago, it doesn't give them any rights to trespass, etc. It doesn't give them any rights to steal, etc. It doesn't give them any rights to assault anyone, etc. It doesn't give them any rights to take anyone, anything, etc. On and off the internet too. And some of you have asked my location, and as I've actually included that with my live stream, my location, unlike her and some of those other people, those comment areas were very active. Quite frightening, actually. Quite disturbing. I don't have the time or patience to harass and bully and hate and jealous, violent, predatory, resentful, harass, bully, racism, bigotry, discrimination, prejudice, prejudges, internet trolling, stalking, narcissistic, abusive stalking, cyber stalking, celebrity stalking, anyone. Unlike her, and unlike all those comments, her videos she put out there herself, those comment areas, the comments. Hello, what your name? Hi, how are you doing? Where are you from? Hello, welcome back. Are you the Weird Al, really, or are you just a moniker, meme, or title? Weird Al Yankovic, or whatever his name is. Eat It. One of my favorite ones, created, published, public, life from Weird Al. I'm gonna get this out of the way. I'm not able to use my right hand with this again. Such as water. I did it 500 milliliters now, although I'm not supposed to lift anything. Not that I could anyway. Feeling lots better than April 28, 2026 since happened. Although I had to take a pain labor already since I was home. More space. Hello, X. Hi, Avril. How are you today? Hello. My name is Alberto. Hello, Alberto. Today is Friday. We're pink. I don't have anything I can drink of. Or maybe I do. I just love these little things. Nice and light, you know. Especially during recuperating, recovering wounds, injuries. Went out today. I needed that water. I don't drink lots of water unless I'm thirsty. Don't these look good? Omnivorous. My Sunday dinner. Omnivorous. Omnivorous. I'm eating one of these. I'm going to cut into 2 pieces mine because I'm going to have half with some potatoes and squash, and the other one I'm going to have half with some cooked rice, a cup of, and oh, I don't know if I'm having any veg. I like these little hearts. I really do. And I know sometimes I don't. Oh, I didn't. I am now. something I've experienced recuperating on recovery. Healthcare workers often, allegedly for professionals, often children told me by heat wounded areas were injured and I'll feel better. Yeah, I find heat instead. I like heat. I feel lots better and I'm tired. I'm just gonna have a tea bag sort of tea. Instead of a loose leaf tea tonight. And I wonder, well, you know, at least I didn't lie about my whereabouts, my location. And, you know, she has nothing to fear me, her privacy and safety. I mean, that Louise's journey, EXO, and all other times Louise's journey, that Louise, that other person, Louise. I've developed persecutory delusional mental health since she was to let on in, out, from, and by all names, all named Bellis, as I mentioned earlier. Any one and or more of, and whenever she's doing that, she's obviously obsessed with it or without compulsive for self. I have not any time to do that about anybody. Were I not vlogging, you know, doing social media stuff, I wouldn't be, you know, I'm just the victim. I've got all my family, and my family including myself, and I just like to show and tell what happened to us, you know? Because my audience and fan clubs mean the world to me. My audiences and fan clubs. And I don't lie at that. Same as what she said. I don't lie as same as her. Mama. And you know, when I was younger, I went to some place because my right foot was bothering me. And no one would admit to anything that I was athletic and that I had a wound injury. Instead, they made up all sorts. And their mental health were like, their mental health were not likable. Their mental health were as, you know, we can make it a reality. I'm like, no, you can't. I had foot pain and I went to my doctor. I said, my foot doesn't really. One of my doctors said, you shouldn't go to those foot specialists and buy those orthotic shoes or orthopedic shoes because they're not of any use to you. You don't need them. And I was like, yeah, I know that. And then what happened to me April 28, 2026, my right foot has been bothered and I have to get an x-ray of my foot and toes. I walk on my foot. I use my foot. I don't use it all the time. I don't walk more than I have to. I have an urban pool. I did some urban pool walking around my home. Sort of. I used a pole. And I was trying to get used to it. I didn't take it with me today because I was carrying lots of other stuff onto my long ride. And elsewhere I had to take something. And as I didn't take my pole with me. Maybe next time, maybe not. I don't know. am feeling a little bit hungry. And usually to me, Fridays, not only Fridays, wear pink often, I would have a snack. And I did not eat lots. And I'm like, I'm gonna have something. I used to play Friday bingos where I would take bingo Fridays. I don't do it anymore, obviously. There, obviously. And yes. You know, and other residents were, and other people were like, oh, do you rent? Do you own? Wherever we were. And they tried to convince other people that I could not own, could not rent it, and since rented, owned, couldn't do anything, couldn't did anything. My mom and I continued trying, did us. And it confounds me. But in this area, more than all the other areas, the nosiness of the other people I mentioned earlier, such as other residents and their visitors, and some of the alleged condominium corporation staff. It was even worse where we were before. On the 13th floor, they just kept yapping. And they were like, open your front door, let me in. And I'm like, absolutely not. And they were throwing stuff over onto my balcony from next door. I'm like, I'm not letting you in whatsoever. Please stop. It was disgusting. And I wanted to do, I was growing a garden that I was allowed. And I was trying to grow some edibles, like some tomatoes, peas, radishes. And it was just, they didn't want. They were the dirtiest other people. I haven't seen much of that around here, out on my balcony. I've had false accusations that it was messy and dirty on my side, but that's not true. It just looks lived on. And when other residents, that 13th floor, 14, 13, and 12, obsesses over that mug, photos of social media, and all that stuff instead of just living a normal life. I mean, what is their sick obsession with us about? I mean, heaven forbid we were talking on the phone at home, and we're just trying to live, we're only living normal lives compared to them. I mean, were I just to see them doing anything on the internet, of course I'd report them nowadays. Of course I would report it to the social media that they're using, the platform, the forum, the company, the business. And I'd go to police. I'd show and tell others because they're the ones that they're liars and slander, and they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, ever were to, on, in, out, from, and by my doors and windows. And here too, and all elsewhere. I don't understand why we should, can, could, may, must, need publishes public all that personal information. It's none of their business. Heritage Mississauga, Heritage anywhere really, such as Weston, Vaughan, AK Woodbridge, and all elsewhere. It's none of their business. They can go and get a history book, a geography. I mean, they don't have to get into all their personal stuff. The only stuff that they should, can, could, may, must, and need witnessed off and on and off the internet, whatever is all media and all public and all published. Anything and everything else, I hope they get judiciary punished. Honestly, I really, really, truly, it does do. Because I know I'm not guilty. We're not guilty instead of them. All securities cameras all witnessed, and that should, can, could, may, must, and need all admissible everywhere. All those common areas and all those parking areas. and all lobbies and all parking directories. Were they to phoned me, I would told them to fuck off, leave me alone, and got a new phone number. When I found out my mom was talking to anybody, I would get my mom's phone and tell my mom, stop talking like that, stop telling them that, it's none of their business, give me your phone. And then I would get my mom a new phone number, and then we discussed it, and then we decided my mom, and the police even showed and told us my mom. That's why my mom and I, there's some conflicts of interest. It's not me abusing my mom, it's just me trying to keep things normalized, you know, all boundaries, all safety, all privacy, and all confidentiality. Exactly. I mean, why are they on my internet? Why are they, whether it's themselves and or to have somebody else doing it for them? Doesn't matter were they just other resident, were they only other residents, their visitors, alleged board of directors, alleged maintenance and repairs, alleged concierge, alleged securities guards, alleged property management, alleged property managers, alleged site administrations, alleged site administrators, all that stuff. All of them. Maintenance fees. And all else were privacy, confidentiality to such as Canada Post, such as ISPs, Wi-Fi's, such as phone numbers, such as health records, such as all historical, geographical, all financial, and any and all new historical, geographical, and all financial, all that stuff. Unless it's a doctor's note and or a health certificate. Do they find Louise's journey? That Louise, the host of all that, the hostess and or the host, whoever she is, that other person. I hope she gets arrested. I truly do. I want her arrested and judiciary punished. All those securities cameras, all securities cameras, and any and all staff that helped her got access all about that stuff. And all the other ones too. I didn't give them my permission. I didn't give them my consent. I never gave them my permissions, and I never gave them my consents. I don't want to talk about it anymore because they're stalkers. They just feed off that. It makes them do more stalking. I mean, it's understandable some internet trolling on the internet and then maybe having a reaction about it on the internet, although not anywhere else on the internet. Only on the internet. Negative reactions, such as violence or violent, all that other stuff, and harassments and bullying and yeah, all that stalking I mentioned. All that not lawful, not legal, not sane, not competent, and not employable too. I mentioned. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'll enjoy the rest of my tea. Do you abuse your mother? Absolutely not. Stop hurting your mom. I did not hurt my mom. did not harm my mom. My mom even spoke about it often. And all those influencers that tried my mom inks on papers and all other times and verbally themselves abused my mother. It was not me. I did not abuse my mom. I did not abuse my mom physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. All witnessed, including all securities cameras, and all should can could may must and need, all reacted and reacts, and all show and tell, showed and told, and shows and tells. All happened as. And all when, and all where, and all what, and all who, and all those other people names. And all why. All what happened. It wasn't me. It wasn't all animals, and it wasn't all botany, and it wasn't all pets, all fur babies. I don't abuse her, and I didn't abuse her. Wilt, I'll stop bullying you, clown. I will call your organization. You're hurting and yelling at your mother. No, I'm not. What organization are you going to phone call or go to? You will call what organization? Use the chat. Let me know. That's good tea. Laura, just leave her alone. She ain't doing it. I'm not yelling at her. I haven't yelled at her. I just gave her a hot beverage. I asked if she was awake. Sort of. I never abused her verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally. All I did was, I was very kind and nice. I gave my mom a hot tea. That's not being abusive. And all the other times, too, I was not abusive. And my mom, too, is learning how to cope with being blind. My mom wasn't always that way inclined, and it's difficult because she has to concentrate differently. And it's taken time that my mom eye doctor, optometrist, was like trying to help her get adjusted. It's difficult. You don't understand, obviously. She has psychological issues. No, I don't. Well, you are trying to you know, sometimes the comment area and the chat areas are redundant. I did not abuse my mom today. Sometimes my mother needs help concentrating, and I'm not trained nowadays. I'm not employed nowadays, I should say, to work as with somebody and it's difficult when it's family. And my mom doesn't understood yet what it means and how to cope. And I'm always with my mom, trying to help my mom. That's not me being, and it's abuse too. All you abusers in the chat area always abusing us, lying that I'm abusive. You're abusive. I block you, but there's too many tonight. It's all misinformation. Did you hear that? Oh my God. You don't help your mom. I help my mom every day. I'm around. I help my mom. She helps you. Do you hear that? Don't read it, Avril. They are bored, lonely people, sitting in their room. No friends on a Friday night. Loser. Al? A. Something. I don't have my reading glasses on. Stop it, Speedy. I wonder who that is banging all those front doors. Maybe it's Louise's journey, so Louise. Andrew. Somebody else. I don't know. Can't see them from where I am. I don't have the security cameras accesses, you know, put it on TV or internet and see who they are. Securities cameras, common areas, and parking. Not yet, anyways. Not that I know of. No, Weirdo. Oh, Weirdo. You're all fucking nuts and need reported. No, Weirdo. Weirdo. Thank you, Speedy. Definitely gonna need some popcorn tonight. I'll add the live stream link to my what I ate during a day video. A cup of popcorn is like a sedative. Yay. I need one. Serving of. Shout out Hungry Reacts. Hello. I had a ponytail today. Forced myself to wear my big toe starting to bother me again. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Maybe that's the police creating those noises, disturbances, and annoyances. Or maybe upset that all their allegations and accusations all about me, they're finding out are false once more, and it's pissing them off. And the police and our security guard, and maybe it's paramedics trying to do a 50-51 mental health act over there. Ooh. I know they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not does that here before altering a later, since November 12th, 2024. All times I'm to, at, on, and out from and by my front and back doors. I know all other residents and their visitors, and I know all staff, all boundaries, all safety, privacy, and all confidentiality in other apartments. I know all that. Do they get any? Were they too at, on, in, out from and by in here? Absolutely not. I don't give them any because they should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not. They should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not. We're to, at, on, and out from and by here and where we were before. I love Hungry Reacts YouTube channel. Nice to have you here. I'm Nigerian, and you? Hello, Africa. Hello, Nigeria. Hi. Hello. I want to do a backdrop of this, a screen. Pick one. This ought to piss some people off since all that banging. Let's choose one. Let's pick a nice big lie from that stalker. One of the biggest lies she's ever said about us. There we go. Instead of talking about it, you can see it yourself. She didn't block me very often. And did she? It was just, she's allowed me bots memberships. She's allowed me in the chats, comment areas, whether or not she deleted them. And then all of a sudden it changed into what it is now. Repeat, 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 instead of new and location. It's ridiculous. Evidence. Outside in parking today, I wasn't trying to videotape anybody on purpose. I have not any interest in doing that, although my mom's special need ride came, and as I was like, look at all the traffic. All the traffic, and because of all boundaries and all safety and all privacy and all confidentiality, I was like, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video and show that, we are legally, lawfully sane, competent, and employable. And do any of them do not sections 2A and 2B and all other times? I was like, yeah, get on camera again, get a video, get a photo of. Then I edited it and edited it to the point where they're, next to nothing seen. There wasn't much in the way of any vehicle horns honking. Nobody really bothered. They were really, really good that time. Waited patiently, more or less. It was a nice, quick pickup. And I didn't zoom in to see their faces, show and tell their license plates or anything. I had not any interest in that. And it amazes me, allegedly, most vehicles have tinted windows. I didn't know that was lawful and legal nowadays. I didn't know that they could do that. That's like obstructing the view. The drivers have to have a better and clearer view of that, I suppose. Hi, dear. Hello. Sorry, I have to turn the camera off to read many of the comments you put there because I don't have my reading glasses right now. That a video is allegedly the location she put, UK, United Kingdom. Is she really there? I don't know. Is that really her health? I doubt it. Unless she's a late bloomer and having a pregnancy baby later in life. Repeat, repeat, repeat it. Is it the real one in this neighborhood? Maybe. Have there been impersonators of her? Yeah. I wasn't one of them. Is it her in this neighborhood? Security and economy corporations could, may, must, and need enforce all sections 2A and 2B and all laws, and should be judiciary punished. All to and all about us, and off and on and off the internet. Internet, obviously, all the more. Looking out my window. Allegedly Dunvegan Court, allegedly Alloa Clackmannanshire, allegedly Ashley Terrace, Scotland, Clackmannanshire, allegedly Lincolnshire, England, allegedly Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, etc. And all other times instead of me. She's the stalker, not me. Not us. Once my foot feels better, my foot and toes, and this I get more use out of, I won't be having any home help for me. I'll have somebody helping me clean, which is a normality. I mean, lots of people have maids and cleaners, professionals doing that. And I'll, get back to being more physically active than I have been since. Did you hear that door bang? Shut. Do you recognize her? In the background is a voice while I'm live streaming and or video making. Can you please report her to the, I don't know what it is, YouTube, report her to police, any law enforcement, and get her. She should really be judiciary punished. Stalking us and online harassing and bullying us and all that misinformation on the internet all about, all to and all about us. I'm not stalking her one little bit. She wants boundaries, privacy, safe. She wants boundaries, safety, privacy, and confidentiality. She wants privacy and confidentiality. Then she should be law abiding and did sections 2A and 2B. Leave us alone. And she should have told and showed the truth. She should show and tell the truth. Everywhere. Off and on and off the internet too. All of them with tinted windows and everything. And all the time she and other residents and their visitors and alleged condominium corporation staff factual were to police all about us. Did all that mischief themselves all about us. All about, all to, and all about us. All that misinformation. All about, all to, and all about us. November 12th, too. I don't want to talk about them anymore. I really don't. If there's any more door banging, I'll be reporting it to the corporation. And if it happens after 11 p.m., I'll have to go to the police once more. I don't want to. I want to do better and greater. I want to sit here and finish my tea without any more mention of them verbally. I want to sit and finish my tea, get my coffee. I'm not using Skinny Food Co., obviously. And I want to have my popcorn. I'll have some of that with my coffee. And I don't want to talk about them anymore. I really, truly do not want to say anything about them verbally. It's always repeat. It's the same thing day in and day out. By from them. with and or without Terry Hodgkinson, Terry Hodgkinson, my ex self-defense instructor, has schizophrenia himself. Active adult center of Mississauga and all elsewhere. And or whoever that self-defense instructor name was. YouTube and all elsewhere. Facebook, Instagram. Forever, always, everywhere, all happened. Beautiful body, heart emojis. Oh, the okay stuff, super body. Stand up, dear, please. She won't. Can I look at your feet? Hi. Foot, 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 foot. May I take a look? I look at your feet. Can you read that? I had to block multiple of whatever. She comments random hateful. I was very supportive of her career, by the way. They follow me for. She posts about me. I did, and she was on and on. That was good. What's hurting up? Well, that's not a good photo. Oh, ah, try to show the photo there. And that's him there. He published it on Facebook and or Instagram. I don't know who to be more afraid of. Well, actually, I do Louise. Louise's Journey Exile. I'll get the cold water boiled hot, make my coffee. And I'm gonna have some rice crackers. I'm gonna do the portion control. And eat some rice crackers while I wait. These are good ones. No, I mean carbs. Oh. Some other people ate banana or banana, whatever it's called in popcorn. I ate I eat rice crackers. I ate some popcorn. Okay. Oh, it smells. Oh. You never know how good it is to chew until it goes away, even for a day. I tell ya, really miss chewing. soon after that was published and or I finished those classes, the Active Adult Center of Mississauga the next year, 2020, suspended me for a couple of weeks. Well, some time. Again, once more, I was not guilty. My right foot. My left foot. Shouldn't my feet, as you asked, and my feet. Excuse me. I fluctuated. I burped. Oh, beauty burped. Last foods I eat tonight is definitely put the 3 links with my video, I promise. Now you know why I took self-defense classes. Honestly. Other people's stalkers, I tell you. Honestly. I'm trying to find that photo. Screenshot of. There we go. And that person has been stalking me quite a while and was on one of my videos since then, stalking me and her. I don't spend the whole night talking about all that, my live stream. Anyways, maybe I'll bugger off somewhere where I can get some monetization. I'll get some of that. I won't talk about it there. I won't talk about them there. My mom and I are too high class for all those other people, apparently. They're low class. And they didn't know boundaries, all safety, all privacy, and all confidential. They live as Tinks, Tinks. If you ever Google it, you'll know what I mean. There were many in the UK. And isn't it awful when they try and amalgamate into another country and spread it? Goodbye. Oh yeah, and that person. And and they were in my chat comment area before they were there. They left comments, chats, whatever. I don't care. I don't want to know her. I don't want to know them. When I see someone from her chat nowadays in my chat and or my commentary and I recognize them, I do. I report them and I try and reset my privacy settings. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Kind is kind. I was kind. I am kind. Kind. Have a nice day. Goodbye.